from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. Dion Bridges makes his big league debut right after this. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
So striding in, Carmine Esposito, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Carmine Esposito.
First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, Dero. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7-hole. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Striding in, Emilio Mota. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. 64 degrees our temperature here at first pitch this afternoon. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just one out, and I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
Here's Starlin Castro. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Mota, base runner at first with one out. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. But the runner's back easily. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in this strike zone.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Popped him up. Herrera onto the grass. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
Here's Justin Smoke now. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0 delivery. A pitch taken for a strike around the shoulders.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Marlins leave 1. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Colin McHugh starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's coming off a nice month where he hit 8 home runs. That's like 2 every week. If you could throw out 2 every week, you're going to have big numbers at the end of the year, and that's what he did last month. It showed me a lot about who he is and the power he has.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope,
missed with a breaking ball.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent out to straightaway center field. Mota has a beat on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box for his first at bat in this one, Maikel Franco. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We are still scoreless. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. Santana's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
Ready now, Brian Anderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
1 and 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side to that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Stepping in, Tomas Telis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. He swings and misses. Throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. The 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Standing in now, Dion Bridges, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Set to lead off the home half of the 2nd. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Pitch on the way. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And that's over. 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And Smoke won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hoskins on at first. Nobody out. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Herrera, a Venezuelan-born ball player who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped up. Smoke is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. A play at the plate, the tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The William Penn statue above City Hall here in Philly as we're set for inning number 3. At the plate, Colin McHugh.
Leading off for Miami, pitcher, Colin McHugh.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A ball and a strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the Marlins had their first hit of the game.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting the result. Job well done.
Into the box now, Carmine Esposito, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. from the stretch. And it's fouled away. McHugh aboard here at first with nobody out. The next 0-2 locks him up for strike 3.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Emilio Mota, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Third inning, no score to this point. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his first home run of the season, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
The batter, number 13.
Stepping in now, Starlin Castro, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Skied into very shallow right. Hayes has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in, Justin Smoke. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Standing in now, Lewis Brinson, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side, but foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 2 out with the man at first. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2 hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Into the box now, Brian Anderson, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Ready with the 0-1. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Smoke at second. Brinson on at first with 2 down.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A ball and 2 strikes.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Into the box, Tomas Telis, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. Two and 0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
In now, Dion Bridges, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1. This one's down to third. Franco has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's 3-0 Miami. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Phillies strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Standing in now, Clayton Kershaw. As he rips it on the ground to second. Bridges scoops it up, throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Standing in, J.P. Crawford, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Now here's the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, and 2 the count to Crawford. One out, nobody on. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or
the swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And it's gone. A solo home run off the bat of J.P. Crawford. His first home run of the season, and the Phillies have cut it to a 3-2 game now.
Yeah, after this blast, the third home run of the game, you can see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Here's Carlos Santana now. And a ball 1-0. Santana, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Up high, 2-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. They've tied the game on back-to-back home runs. Oye, como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana, making it an even 250 for his career. And the Phillies have pulled even now at 3-3.
Yeah, he saw his partner in crime go deep the previous bat and thought, hey, I want to get some of that. And that's just what he did. Back-to-back homers, doing it in style.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Bridges is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder,
Stepping up to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of a great slider that time. 3 runs already home here. Hoskins behind to count 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a play. He gathers the throw. Wow. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Digging in now, Colin McHugh. He singled his last time up.
The pitcher number 31, Colin McHugh.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Now the 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike one. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Marlins.
And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Digging in once again, Carmine Esposito. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. A changeup over the inside corner. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a fastball just a bit up.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
2-2. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground out to short. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Row, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Emilio Mota. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time, as he is toast at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
The 1-0 home is in off the plate. Two balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here's Starlin Castro. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now a snap throw to first. Runner's back. He's set, and the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
The 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And he misses 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Justin Smoke would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3 apiece. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Austin Hayes.
First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Brinson is camped under this one. And very quickly, 1 gone.
The batter, second baseman, Odubel.
Settling in now, Odubel Herrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Kevin Pillar waits on deck. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. High and deep to right. Brinson ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Pillar. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Two and one, the count to Pillar.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Phillies is after it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Justin Smoke.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. Hoskins is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And there's a base hit on the line. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we show you the Marlins leaderboard, you can see there his current total 4th best on the Miami ball club. Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner will get back standing. He's set. Here it comes. Runner goes for second. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. And again he'll snap one over to first. Being especially careful here. In now, Tomas Telis. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. He spoils another one, and will do it again. The next 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. McHugh into his motion. First pitch on the way. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Brinson, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. So stepping in, Tomas Telis. He's tasked with starting the Marlins 6th.
Tomas Telis.
First pitch coming, here it is. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping in, Dion Bridges. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
But he'll close fast out there as he puts it away chest high, and the runner will be forced to head back to first.
The pitcher, number 31, Colin McHugh.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Colin McHugh. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Carmine.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Carmine Esposito, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Phillies stands at second with 2 gone. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Hoskins will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. So now Carlos Santana, he'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
1-1 the count now. So 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1. Bouncer to the left side. Anderson comes up with it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So coming to the plate, Maikel Franco. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Two and 1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses above the zone for a ball. Hit sharply on the ground. Castro has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Phillies down in order. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tight one on our hands, all tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Sanchez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 23.
Striding into the box, Emilio Mota.
Leading off for Miami. Center fielder, Emilio Mota.
First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13.
Digging in, Starlin Castro. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Popped him up. Alfaro is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Justin Smoke. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. A high fastball is in there. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. And this one gets away. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Now the 2-0. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Three and one.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
Coming to the plate now, Brian Anderson. A bit suspiciously, he's been hit twice in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Grounder down the line at third. Bronco fields it cleanly. And now a jump throw against his body. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Still tied 3-3. Jose Arena is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Austin Hayes the next to bat. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
right fielder, Austin Hayes.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. One out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Mota giving chase. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now the 2-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bridges is calling for it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Digging in to try it again, Tomas Telis. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Into the box, Dion Bridges. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Though he was always projected as a future major leaguer, actually getting to stand in for your first big league at bat is no small feat. You got to think he's really happy to be here, of course.
Yeah, Matty, this guy turned a lot of heads in spring training. Swung the bat extremely well and was just waiting for something to happen for him to get the call to the big leagues.
Pilar will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. 0 for 4 on the day now. He might have to wait another day to notch that first major league hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a way to slow the game down, shrink the stadium a little bit, and relax. Tough debut, but hopefully he's back in there tomorrow.
Lays off 1-0. We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And that misses. 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Pilar. 2 gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Carmine Esposito. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a little tapper.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Marlins leave one. Score remains tied at 3-3. Zach McAllister is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Zach McAllister.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. McAllister has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and has an ERA just under 4, a respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Number 24 will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24.
And that misses inside, 1-0. The 1-0 is a curveball in the dirt.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
2-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Fastball in there, 3-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a Very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's a drive out toward left center field. And a huge insurance run is in to score all the way from first.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. The 1-2 is a sinker in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here it comes, 1-0. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
The 2-1 is fastball taken high for a ball.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
3-1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Brinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 8 full. Philadelphia is on top, 5-3. David Robertson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
David Robertson.
Emilio Mota will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. From the stretch, popped up, back behind second. Herrera is there for it. 1 away.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed up a little high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayes on the move, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Justin Smoke now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home is lined into right center. Base hit. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
And that fires me up right there. What a clutch AB. A 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Standing in now, Lewis Brinson tried to hold back, but this is popped up. He brings it in, and the Phillies have finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil as this one is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Phils came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Sanchez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. David Robertson records the save, his 14th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon.